Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining us for Water Cooler Conversations, learning about the Valley AIDS Council. My name is Priscilla. I am with the Office for Advocacy and Violence Prevention, and joining me today is Amanda from UTRGV's PD's Victim Services. Sorry, Amanda. Before we begin, I just want to give a quick disclaimer, trigger warning. Some of the content of this discussion could be troubling, especially for survivors of violence victimization or harassment. Please feel free to leave if the discussion triggers an upsetting response. Please treat this session as a safe space and respect the boundaries of others, especially if their views or experiences are clearly troubling to them. Of course, some of the objectives we want to obtain today is, of course, to gain an understanding of the services and programs available to the community. We want to recognize who can benefit and utilize these services, and of course, identify our community and campus resources. And joining us today is Mandy Alvarez, the community health advocate with Valley AIDS Council. Mandy, do you want to say a little bit about yourself?
Hi, everybody. My name is Mandy Alvarez, and I'm the community health advocate here at Valley AIDS Council. It's a nonprofit organization, and we specify on educating on having healthy sex.
Thank you for joining us today. And now I'm going to turn it on over to Amanda, who will get started with our conversation for today. Amanda, take it away.
Awesome. Thanks, Priscilla. Mandy, thank you for joining us. I'm excited because you have great energy. So this is good for a Wednesday afternoon.
Right.
Right. So we're going to jump right in. Tell us about your role at Valley AIDS Council.
So my role is really, really fun. I'm the community health advocate, as we said. So some of the things that I do is I support the objectives of health promotions and the community engagement department by coordinating community involvement, service learning events, and other projects. I also act as a liaison between staff, volunteers, clients, community organizations, and the larger community. And I also collaborate with local businesses and organizations to promote HIV and STI prevention programs, treatment, testing, and resource information.
Oh my goodness. Okay. You do a lot. You wear many hats. So tell us about the services that the clinic offers, that VAC offers.
So VAC, just like a little background real quick, VAC was established in 1987 by healthcare leaders in Cameron and Hidalgo County Health Department and Planned Parenthood. There were representatives from the Texas Department of Health during that time, right? Still, till now. And some of the services that we include is like HIV and STI testing, at-home testing kits, PrEP and NPEP, dental assistance, Title X. We have prevention programs like CLEAR, Sin Buscar, PCC counseling. We have virtual outreach and activities. We also refer clients to other services if they need, say, rental assistance or housing assistance, the food pantry, right? And we have Ryan White services for people living with HIV that include case management, housing, eligibility, and support services. We also work with the behavioral health services, and we have programs for treatment like Rápido and Naked Care, which helps individuals who are newly diagnosed with HIV or who previously have been diagnosed with HIV get into care if they're not in care at that time. We do condom distribution, very big condom distributions. We have RGV Pride, which we're hosting this year, and we have Caso Rubio. So we have a lot of things going on. We're really out here.
Awesome. We're going to touch a little bit on all of those points right now. But you said STIs, just in case people are not sure what STI is. Can you just tell us what that is?
So STIs are sexually transmitted infections like gonorrhea or chlamydia.
Okay, great. Thank you for clarifying that, just in case.
Yes, of course.
Now, your offices, are there any safety precautions you all are taking because of the pandemic? I know a lot of people are, kind of going back to normal or the new norm. How about you all there at the clinics?
So here at VAC, we are, in guidance of the local, state, and national COVID-19 guidelines and recommendations via our Chief Medical Officer. We create safe and open, affirming community engagement in person and with events and outreach activities. So we follow the precautions. Still, it's important to keep everybody healthy and COVID-free.
Yes, healthy and COVID-free. I like that. Okay, so I know you all are across the RGV. Tell us where your all's clinics are
So we have 3 locations to better
Okay.
assist on our clients. We have one in Brownsville, we have an office in Harlingen, and we have an office here in McAllen. All offices are open from 8 to 5, and Tuesdays we offer a late clinic to anybody who wants to come in. We close at 8.
Awesome. So those are your hours, right?
Yes.
From 9 to 6. Great. And it's
And-
there on the screen for everybody to see.
Appointments are required right
Okay.
now just because of COVID restrictions, and we want to be able to assist all our clients equally.
Okay. Appointments. That's completely understandable. But let's just say, Mandy, that there's a walk-in. Would you be able to take a walk-in?
I believe we do take walk-ins, but I mean, they would have to respect the appointments that are already
Understandable. Understandable. Okay. Now, the clinics that you all have, McAllen, Harlingen, and Brownsville, do they accept only adults? Is it for children, teens? What is the age demographic?
So because there are certain restrictions, right? But the law of Texas states that you can come and get tested at the age of 13 without your parent being here. So, which I think is something really cool, if you are having sex, whatever age you're having sex, it's important to be getting tested if you're sexually active to keep yourself safe and to keep others safe. So age 13 and up can come and get tested here at the clinic.
Wow. Okay.
All services are free also.
Oh, what? Say that again. I'm sorry.
The services to get tested are free.
Okay, there. That's important. All services are free.
Yes.
Okay. Now, at the certain clinics, do certain clinics only see a certain clientele, or it's like across the board, everybody sees the same?
No, we see everybody.
Okay.
We see everybody. There's no limit on who can come and who can't.
Okay. I see here, what kind of tests do you all offer there at the clinic?
We have HIV testing, and then we have the STI tests, which are gonorrhea and chlamydia. We also offer syphilis testing, which is very, very beneficial to the client, just so they know their status and where they're at. We do throat and anal check, so all that to better assist the client.
And all of the services are confidential, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it's really important. We have to
yes,
say
everything is confidential. We're not talking about clients anywhere else. Everything that we talk about here in the clinic stays here in the clinic.
Great, it's confidential, and all the services are free. That's really important for us to be aware of. Now, when you were talking about like all of the different entities that VAC has, you mentioned Casa Orgullo. So I recently just heard about it, and I know it's fairly new here in the RGV. So tell us about it.
Okay, so Casa Orgullo was a project that started on October 2022. It has the purpose of empowering our Valley youth to be the best and the truest version of themselves. We do this by providing all youth a safe space here located in our McAllen office, where they can join support groups, do volunteer work to help them, with their resume for college, for high school. We also have events with them. So we're working like on a bowling night and like movie night and pizza night and stuff like that. So Casa Orgullo really wants to focus on providing that safe space for the LGBTQIA plus community. And also we're providing support groups for families who have, a youth, son or daughter, whatever it may be, who is coming out. And support services for them to be able to better understand their child and the things that they're going through. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Casa Orgullo is it's a really fun asset that they added here at VAC.
That's great. So you said it started October 2022, but you mean October 2021?
No, October 2020 is when.
2020. Oh, okay, 2020. Like, okay.
Yes.
We're all confused with our years at this point, right? Okay.
COVID.
I know, blame everything, right? But
yeah, so Casa Orgullo really wants to focus on empowering youth to take control of their sexual education too. So, here we really strive to help our clients have a healthy sex life.
No, that's so good. That's so important. Now, I know in the past, Valley AIDS Council would do clinical trials. Are you all still doing those? And if you are, what are the ones you all are working on?
So in previous VAC years, the medical department had participated in clinical trials. At the moment, we are not participating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And what kind of trials were you all participating in?
I'm not sure. I wouldn't be able to.
Okay. Okay. So I know you have all your 3 offices. You have a lot going on, and we know the days, we have the times because they're still up on the screen, which is awesome. What about the staff? Do you all have counselors on staff? Because let's say that I guess what I want to know is, does the medical staff review any sort of safety plan if a person walks into your all's office and they're a victim or survivor of a sexual assault or domestic violence situation?
Yeah, so BAC does employ counselors, and it also has multiple departments to help address and assist clients with sexual assault, domestic violence, and safety plans. So some of the things that we have here at BAC is we have the behavioral health department, which assists clients on one-on-one counseling services and sessions. We have the medical department, which provides treatment, care, and referrals if needed to the client, including referrals to counseling services to address assault or violence. We have access and community continuity of care department, which is the case managers, linkage to care, support services, and the eligibility specialist. We have the health promotions team, which provides the HIV and STI testing. And during testing sessions, if anything comes up where the client would need a referral to counseling services, we would be able to provide that to them. And we also have our trauma-informed care team, which addresses the needs of staff and clients with support and referral services to address assault and violence. So everybody here at BAC, they're really good about training us on like warning signs and things to look out for, so we can recognize and respond to the signs and symptoms of risks of trauma to better support the health needs of patients.
No, that's great. So there's a lot of training that you all go through, and you all wear many hats, and there is somebody for every sort of situation. No, that's wonderful. That's good to know. How is your all's community agency involved in the community?
So we do a lot of events. We have one coming up, which is Splash Unified. And then after that, we have RGV Pride. Most recently, we did a SAM event, which was for Sexual Assault Awareness Month. And the event was called Yo Te Creo, the Power of Your Voice. And we had some speakers go up and, give their story. And I went up there, gave a little bit of my story, and then did a poem on empowerment, because I feel like we should just all empower ourselves. And whenever we can. Like, it's important to feel empowered so you can help others, right? So that was a really beautiful event. There were tears, there was laughter, there was just everything. And it was just very beautiful to see people go up there and speak and listen to others' story, and just see other people around realize that they're not alone, and that there are other people out here who have been through the same thing, and we're all here for each other.
I love your heart. Thank you. We weren't there, but thank you. Thank you for sharing, because that takes a lot of courage to tell your story. And the fact that you are is big, because like you said, it is helping others. So that's wonderful. So that's one of the events that you all participate in the community.
Yeah, another one is like Splash. So
tell us about that.
Okay, so Splash Unified is an LGBTQIA event held at the island to celebrate 3 days of community events. So the events include drag shows, clubs hosting parties. We have a brunch. We have pool parties going on. We have a runway show with drag queens, which is going to be so amazing. So we, like I said, we really want to promote everybody to have a healthy sex life. So with Splash, we're gonna do like mass HIV testing and PrEP referrals and all that good stuff, so people can, have their healthy sex life. It shouldn't be scary to have sex. Yes.
Now, I know you all give away a lot of free items. Tell us about the kind of items you give away. And is it just for people that go to your clinics, or can it just be somebody who heard about it and they drive by and like, oh, hey, I want a free product, or how does that work?
So we have on our website, we have some QR codes available to anybody. It's open to anybody, public access. So one of the QR codes that are included in the website is going to be to a Google document, which is for HIV testing at home. So it's an at-home testing kit. So what happens with that is we'll get the Google Doc, get their information, call them to verify that they want to do the test, send them the test, and then once they receive it, they give us a call back and we'll be able to help them through the test. Some people like the privacy of their bathroom or home or wherever they're at, right? So it's very understandable. I think it's a very cool thing that we provide. We also do sexual health kits, which include condoms and lube. We do hygiene packs. So those we distribute when we do outreach, say to homeless or homeless individuals, really anybody who would want it could get it. Those include like razors and products like pads or tampons, and there's a washcloth in there, there's a toothbrush, there's toothpaste. We have bulk condoms, which we give to community partners and organizations. So the bulk condoms is like a box of 1,000 condoms that any community partner can be able to distribute to their clientele to provide, you know, the condom for safe sex. We have junk mail, which is also a very intimate way of sending condoms to clients. It's very private. It will say junk mail on their little, it's a packet about this big. It has around 25 condoms and like 20 lubes in there, and they're able to get that as much as they want. Also included in the QR code. We have brochures, pamphlets, flyers. We give away swag, so t-shirts to promote some of the, like, to promote safety, but also to kind of cut through to the Latino machismo that is here in the Valley. So some of our shirts, recently I picked up one, and it makes like funny jokes towards sex too. So the one that we gave out at our HIV Latinx conference says, "Don't look at my elote," and it has an elote on it. And it's super cool, you know, to be able to kind of break that stigma, and people kind of question it, but it's like, hey, we're all humans and sexual beings. So sex is normal, you know, it's not a taboo thing. We do offer bleach kits as well, which includes items to clean, you know, the items that drug users use. So that's something that we do, and smoke kits too, to be able to provide them the materials to, you know, be healthy in like a sense.
So you have a lot of free items available at your all's clinics for our community, which is really important. And you mentioned in the hygiene packs, because I do want to touch on this, that you all do have sanitary napkins, pads, and tampons, right? So you also have like period packs as well?
Yes, we have period packs.
Good to know. So, and all of those free items are at all of the clinics, right?
Yes, you can pick up anything at the clinic. Also the website, as I said, has the QR codes for the free condoms to your house.
Okay.
So it's free.
Yeah, no, that's great. It's important. Now, there are so many community agencies out there. Who do you all collaborate with for, whether it's like the swag or awareness outreach, just for pretty much anything?
So we collab with a lot of organizations. So like clinics would be like El Milagro, Access Esperanza, the health departments, Planned Parenthood. We also partner with clubs and bars. So like PBBs, Barbies, Club Envy, Club Pride Social. We do community orgs like the RGV Trans Closet and STEP and Frontera Fund. And we do focus also on local businesses around all our offices. You know, we're, like I said, we're trying to expand and throughout the whole RGV to be able to provide the services to everybody. So like tattoo shops, barber shops, hair salons, smoke shops, nail salons, all that type of stuff, where we can be able to, you know, possibly sign like an MOU with them to give them the condoms to be able to provide for their clients. And once they sign an MOU with us, we will also be able to provide, say if they want like an HIV testing event at their location, we could do that with them as well.
Okay. And again, it's really important to note that you'll learn both counties, Hidalgo and Cameron.
Yes.
And those collaborations are across the board. What about, Mandy, what about presentations? Do y'all do presentations for community agency or schools?
Yeah, we do the presentations for all types of works, we did do one recently in a school, and we're looking to expand the school district, like trying to work with the faculty and also the parents, breaking through the parents to let them know that, you know, taboo or sex isn't taboo, right? It's something that we all do, and it's something that we should all look out for. And of course, like if you have kids, and whether you don't have kids, we want to keep our children safe, right? So yeah, we do presentations. We do presentations with like gender and diversity or cultural competence and awareness. You know, so we're out there, like I said.
No, but that's great. You're trying to get into the community to educate everybody. It's so important.
Yeah.
And you all do a lot. So that's great. You mentioned earlier, you know, little by little, we're all trying to get back to a new norm, right?
Yes.
Just like us here on campus.
Yeah.
Because a lot of things were canceled or we had to modify and adapt.
Yes.
Are y'all going to be participating and hosting Pride this year?
Yes.
Okay,
Which
so tell us a little bit.
Super fun. RGV Pride is going to be hosted by us in McAllen on June 24th and 25th. Our host location for professional and community workshop sessions on the 24th is in beautiful Casa de Palmas here in McAllen. And our main event featuring the local vendors and the exhibitors, the music, the food, and all the other fun stuff like the drag shows is going to be in Archer Park on June 25th. And we will be following COVID restrictions as much as we can.
Okay, good. And it's outside.
Yeah, it'll be inside for Casa de Palmas, and it'll be a huge event outside on the 25th at Archer Park. So it's open to all ages. For a fee, we're asking just for like a monetary donation if it's possible. And we are looking for sponsors. So if anybody wants to sponsor, that would be super, super fun. Registration is actually happening already. So that's something that you can look for on our website, Facebook, Instagram. And if you know Steven Cano, the contact would be Steven Cano.
Okay, there you go. Awesome. We are getting ready to wrap up here, Mandy. Is there anything else that you feel is important for our campus and community, or just our community in general, to know about Valley AIDS Council and the services you all provide?
I mean, just that we're here and we want to provide the best services that we can to every person that walks into our clinic. The one thing that I would suggest is, you know, get tested. It's important to know your status, not just for yourself, but for the people around you as well. And, you know, talk about sex. It's not a taboo. But that would be it.
Okay. Priscilla, do you have anything else you'd like to add on?
No, I think everything was great. All the great information. I do. Oh, is it working? There you go. I do want to share with everybody our campus resources. So just to just know that we're available. Our offices are on there. If you have any questions at all, please, by all means, let us know. Call us up, email us, or share them with somebody who might need them. And then, of course, we wanted to share some community resources out there. Of course, the local shelters, Friendship of Women, Mujeres Unidas, Family Crisis Center, Cameron County and Hidalgo County's district attorneys, domestic violence units, and of course our national hotlines as well. And so I want to thank Mandy for joining us today and giving us all this great information, and for Amanda having those questions ready to ask her. If y'all need anything from us, please, by all means, reach out, let us know. We're glad to help. And thank you everyone for attending this week's water cooler conversation.
Awesome. Just remember that April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. It's also Sexual Assault Awareness Month. So follow Valley AIDS Council on social media, follow OVAP, follow the PD, so you can be aware of what's going on in our community, different events. At the end of the month, we'll be on campus for tabling for Denim Day. So pay attention so you can learn what that is if you're not aware. And thank you for joining us for Water Cooler. And y'all have a good day and be safe.
Thank you, everyone.